friends. I'm so excited to have you all here with us on our first episode of Legacies in the Kitchen. My name is Alexis. I'm here with you. Today we're going to be making a red velvet cupcake that is absolutely amazing. But what I want you to think about is health and wellness, right? It's the month of February and we're celebrating love. It's in the air. But usually we're thinking about others and we're not thinking about ourselves. So my challenge for you is to start loving yourself and loving your body enough to fuel it with proper things. And yes, we can have cupcakes the healthy way. So we're going to start off by setting our oven to 350 degrees. And we are going to use some cupcake liners. We need 18 for this recipe. So I put 18 into my pan. I happen to use red and pink. These are really pale pastel pink for Valentine's Day. And we are going to lightly coat them with some cooking spray. I like to use a coconut cooking spray because it's a healthier option than the typical ones. We're going to lightly spray these. And then we're going to move on to prepping our cupcake batter. All right, guys, here we are. We're in the kitchen and we are ready to prep this recipe. So we are going to start off with 15 ounces of sliced beets. Please make sure that you drain these before you put them in. And I know you're already thinking, gross, beets, but don't knock the recipe until you try it. So we're going to put these in a food processor. Don't leave any behind. Okay, I have a couple in here that I need to get out. You don't want to leave any stragglers behind. All right. And then we are going to add some extra virgin organic coconut oil, and we want to make sure that this is melted. So as you can see, it's going to go in very smoothly. It has been melted. Usually it comes in a state of, it's really thick, like, reminds me of Vaseline, right? Like, it's thick and it doesn't pour out unless you melt it. So please make sure that you melt that first. And then we are going to add some vanilla extract and a cup of almond milk. And then we're going to do a little bit of lemon, which I have not done yet. So we're going to slice our lemon here. And I like to use a lemon press just to make sure that I get all of the juice out. Okay. Let's see. Okay. And a tablespoon of that, and a tablespoon is just about a quarter of your lemon. So do that. And then we are going to add 2 eggs. Some coconut sugar. So now we're not going to use regular granulated sugar. We want to use coconut, and this is what I use, an organic coconut sugar. It's almost looks like brown sugar, and it pretty much tastes like it too. I like to put this on sweet potatoes and other things to substitute it where I would normally use brown sugar, but it's a much healthier option and it gives you a similar flavor. You can add that. We're going to use some sea salt and some cocoa powder, just a little bit. And then we are going to cover it and blend it until it is smooth. Okay, so now we have a nice soupy mixture, And what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna tell you before I do it because you won't be able to hear me with the food processor on, but I'm going to add about 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour and another 1/2 cup of almond flour, which is really good. It's a nice substitution to take place of your regular flour. So we're still gonna use regular flour to give it its bulk, but we want to incorporate some of the almond flour for the health purposes as well. You'll get a lot of protein from the almond flour as well. And then I'm going to add a little bit of baking powder. So I'm going to do that while my food processor is running. And so I will check back with you as soon as all ingredients have been properly added. Okay, if I was using a blender, I would do it that way, but actually in the food processor, because I'm not dealing with a lot of space or a large food processor, I'm gonna go ahead and just add it in and then turn it back on because I don't want any batter splattering all over me. So we'll do one at a time. So this is the regular flour. Now I'm gonna add in the almond flour. And I will add in the baking powder with that. Okay, that's it. It's that simple, guys. We can have a simple, healthy dessert very quickly without compromising health factors, okay? Like we can still have flavor. We can get it done quickly. I think it would take longer to go to the grocery store to go find something in the bakery. Next, we're gonna take our lined cupcake and we are going to add this batter. Make sure you scrape the edges of it so that you get all where the flour stuck. All right, and so I have a little scooper here that helps me out, but you can use a measuring cup or anything that will help you, a spoon, and then you just, all right, this looks like cupcake batter, doesn't it? You see the thickness of it? Perfect. You're just gonna go ahead and add some about halfway up each cupcake liner. This is a perfect treat for your dinner or your dessert after dinner, for friends, as a gift, just to enjoy as a great snack. And we haven't even done the best part yet, which is the icing. All right, we are all set. And so they're in here and they're ready to go in the oven. We're gonna stick these in the oven at 350 degrees for 18 to 20 minutes. When your 18 minutes is up, you want to stick a toothpick in the middle and see if the toothpick comes out clean, to see if they are ready. And that's how you will know, okay? So if you need to add a couple minutes to that, you can do so, but we're gonna stick them in, and while we do that, we are going to make our awesome icing. All right, friends, now we're moving on to part 2. We're gonna make the icing for our cupcakes while we have our cupcakes in the oven. So what we're going to do is we're going to place our sugar, our coconut sugar, a little bit of cornstarch, in the blender, and just blend it until it's powdered. Okay, then we're gonna add some avocado. I have 2 avocados here that I'm just gonna place in there. And again, just like you were judging that beet in the batter. Now you're probably drinking the avocado and the icing, but it will be good, I promise. Okay. So we have 2 very ripe avocados for this because we want it to be smooth, not like sweet. All right, so we're gonna add that. We're gonna add a little more lemon juice, like we did last time, about another 1/4 of the lemon, a little bit of vanilla extract, and some cocoa powder to give it its brown color and chocolate flavor. And then we are gonna blend it until it's smooth, and that is it. Friends, that is it. Look how smooth that came out. Do you see that? So good. You wouldn't even know it was avocado. All right, we're gonna wait until our cupcakes are done. We're gonna wait until they cool down, and then we're gonna spread the icing evenly over the cupcakes. We'll be back. All right, our cupcakes have cooled, and I've transferred them to a plate. I'm now topping them with a little bit of honey, just the tip of a spoon, to give it a little extra sweetness, because these are not incredibly sweet. But honey is a good natural alternative to sugar. So we're topping each one and icing it. Before we put on our icing. All right, so the next thing is icing the cupcakes. So we have transferred the icing into a little baggie to show you what you can do if you don't have a piper. You put the icing in, you cut off a tip in the corner, and then you simply ice it. Okay, it's that simple. But in this case, we do have a piper, so we are going to use that. We have all of our icing on for the most part. We have still a little bit left in the container and in our baggies, so we will just go ahead and use that for this last one. And it was just enough to make our 18. Now, guys, since we were so healthy with the entire recipe, with our beets and our avocados, we are going to sprinkle a little powdered sugar on top. Because we can and don't have to compromise any health by having a little bit. Everything in moderation, right? Oops. And then we're gonna add some of our sprinkles. We have crystal sprinkles because we're celebrating Valentine's Day. Yay! And we're gonna add some pink ones. Yay! Yay! Okay. All right, and we are all done. We have ourselves a nice, healthy, yummy red velvet cupcake treat done the healthy way. Hope you guys enjoy. Take care.